Still chasing it down. To Paul, or Cucurella stolen. Then had it stolen back by Enzo Fernandez. He went wrong with direct. Big knockout balls from here against Egypt and England on the half Scaloni. So who right now, Argentina, a sequence of 14 straight wins. Oh, what is that? That's good job, Pablo. Cucurella tied it up, and Cucurella can march forward. Line up. Rodri, Ruiz. Lamar. Gonzalez helping out his fullback. Lamar rolling it into a tall man by score. In all of the 27 games he has started for Spain. He has won every tournament game he has started for Spain. Gonzalez, from Alvarez again by Kubasi.
Quite often Gonzalez is getting up the pitch, they use him as a target.
Borrow. There's a tight spot here. Tacora's helped him out of it to some extent. Scaloni found Cucurella. Now Rodri. Ruiz. Rivera was where he needed to be.
Yeah, having beaten his man. Disappointing cross that from Banger.
Một gì?
No, không phải.
Hả?
No.
Quickly forward by Martinez. Alvarez. Fernandez. McAllister. Sandro Martinez again. Fico. McAllister was rolled over.
His shirt tucked to Rodri.
Argentina have another offensive set piece for which Romero has trotted forward. To Paul and Messi on the side of the dead ball. Messi. Jack and roll away from him by Ruiz, who enjoyed that. Porro. Caught by retreating Alvarez. Rodri. Port.
so they sit off Argentina. They don't go out of the way to get quickly to the ball. And good night. It was very close indeed. It looks on, but the technology maybe told us otherwise. But yeah, it's a dangerous game to play in Argentina.
Actually, has to be shot. 1 against 2. It's not a decision.
Back to his best. Rodri, wonder what that injury would do to him, but ignored his way back to the heights of where he was before.
That's an adventurous ball. Picked off by Romero. Here's Taliafico. Fernandez nearly lost it. He did lose it to Dani Olmo. Cucurella, oh, that's a smart touch as well. That's a sharp retrieval and a very necessary one from the retrieval of goal.
Depend on this defensive shape and backing each other up. Argentina tackle.
Rossi, Porro, Lamal, Rodri. Taken on the toe by Byner, laid back by Oyafalo. Sifted on by Olmo, delivered by Cucurella. Switched away by Romero, Cucurella again. It's Dani Olmo. Out by Martinez. Spain screen handball, Porro in particular. Led by Martinez, Alvarez is the chaser.
Once again, Rodri getting back, he was involved in the attack, but kind of a lot of ground to get back. Here's a handball here. The arms tucked in from Alvarez.
Handball, Cucurella. Spain trying to turn it up a gear, approaching half-time. Alex Byner. Threaded through.
Forward pass to Spain at the moment, playing to good positions. Haven't been able to pick out that killer ball so far.
Porro. Kumasi. One ball, Rodri. Oscar nicked on to... Oh, the strike was close enough to be convenient for Martinez.
He's been on the edge of things with that one. A chance there to left line. He's never going to pass it up. He's trying to turn the screw last few minutes, Spain. Stepping it up, trying to move the ball quicker.
Still by Gonzalez, roofed away by Kumasi. Five goals in the tournament to this point. No Spaniard has ever scored more than 5 in the World Cup finals. Bueno and Villa, in their respective times, have matched that over. Aimed up at Byner. Really well read by Martial. Hernandez to Paul. Messi has been hiding out wide. Romero, McAllister to Paul, Messi, Alvarez to Paul. Here goes Martinez, out comes Oil Foul. Martinez left in a foot, and the card is out for the first time.
Oil Foul did a brilliant job of keeping hold of that ball under pressure. Really did. A strong play after a really nice first touch.
Martinez booked to both the semi-final and the final, but that in itself is of any particular relevance. Except for now, he needs to be wary for games. That's a decent ball. Oil Foul, that's nice too. Piles lifted it in.
Another example of that final pass not being quite on the money. Some nice football play in the lead up to it. He's getting forward an awful lot in this tournament. Pedro Ball really trying himself.
McAllister has given it to the ball, and you don't want to do that. Ruiz, Lamal, Rodri, Correa, Kouassi, Ruiz, Correa, dragged it right across the face.
He's asking a lot. Sometimes though you drag it so much and him coming forward can get the foot on it, but he's been very busy in this first half. Correa, a lot has come down his side, been a threat.
He was a winner on this ground this time last year in the World Cup final with Chelsea. In the aftermath of his strike, there is evidently a problem here for Argentina at centre-half. Lisandro Martinez is indicating he has to come off here. For a player who has played from the start in every game bar the third game of the group stage, is a really unfortunate turn of events for Lionel Scaloni. The veteran Nicolas Otamendi is going to replace him.
Really not ideal for Scaloni. We saw France suffer particularly with William Saliba going off. He's got a good understanding with Romero and Martinez. Otamendi, loads of experience.
It's a terribly sad moment for him personally. Nicolas Otamendi was one of those who played every minute of the last World Cup for Argentina. He certainly knows his way around a game like this. 38 years old now. And straight into it. Pass away. Oil Foul. ball had no way through. Gonzalez pushed it around. So Wimbanyana. Off the San Antonio Spurs, who will beat the course way back at the start of the World Cup by the New York Knicks for the NBA title. We headed to 4 added minutes. And Alvarez is on his way here and again, but I see on his ready at the match of the...
It's a great effort from Martinez in the Argentina goal to pick out his man. Alvarez though needed to take a touch on the volley really to slow that ball down.
Nice feet from Gonzalez. Face to face with Olmo. Tackled on his way back by Porro.
Maybe slightly different role for Gonzalez to the one we were expecting. Pushing hard on that left-hand side.
Correa looking to connect as he has so often over the course of the competition with Reiner. Paul was does see the trouble. It's called Sandro Martinez, whose World Cup final has come to a premature end. What becomes a problem for Manchester United in the weeks upcoming? Ultimately becomes the second oldest outfield player in a World Cup final, behind only his captain today. Olmo. Porro. Luis Correa. Minor. Boyer ball. It's Messi's tackle.
Trying to get involved, get a touch on the ball, Messi. In an easy half to it.
Took it out from Boyer ball there. Everything else, you must have the blackest and bluest shins in world football, Lionel Messi.
It's been a bit disjointed, hasn't it, from Argentina when they've had a bit of time on the ball. Haven't been able to find any attacking rhythm at all. Half-time. And it is right here, the blistering sunshine of utility. 2026 World Cup final still to have its kick-off moments. As the mastery to drive with the ball, the alarm is created on occasion. Neither goalkeeper overly exercised by what we have seen so far. Very tactical, very mutually wary, as well it might be, between two coaches.
mutually respectful of each other's sides. And we reach the break, and it remains Spain 0.
Broadcast sponsors Super and United Sports. Coverage of FIFA World Cup 2026. Co-presented by Logic SUVs, Johnny Walker Lux Loving Water, and associate sponsor World.
इस चार दीवारों से सवालों से रूटीन से लेते हैं ब्रेक।
वो जीना भी है जीना जो एक्सट्रीम ना हो हीरो एक्सट्रीम लिव एक्सट्रीम
When we share who we truly love, real connections happen. Like a bond, the magical share.
Oh, that's a great combination. आपकी कार सर्विसिंग के लिए
ताकि आपकी कार की परफॉर्मेंस बेहतर बनी रहे।
इस चार दीवारों से सवालों से रूटीन से लेते हैं ब्रेक।
वो जीना भी है जीना जो एक्सट्रीम ना हो हीरो एक्सट्रीम लिव एक्सट्रीम Brought to you by broadcast sponsors Super and United Sports. Coverage of FIFA World Cup 2026. Co-presented by Logic SUVs, Johnny Walker Lux Loving Water, and associate sponsor World.
Hello and welcome back. It's half-time in New York between Spain and Argentina, and it is goalless at half-time. There have been chances for both sides, also for Spain. Spain have 3 shots, 2 on target. Argentina still awaiting their first shot, 4 shots on target in this final of the FIFA World Cup. So far, probably gone as we expect it to go, but cancelling each other out, a little bit cagey at times, but
from both teams, and I was expecting. We said I think Argentina will probably sit a little bit deep and let Spain try to dominate possession. Argentina trying to waste that moment where they can dominate that moment. What we've seen in the past, but yeah, it's Spain trying to create something. We were sitting back trying to relax, but Spain will be the patience of the two teams.
Here's something for you. Three of the last four World Cup finals that were goalless at half-time ended that way after 90 minutes. Are we a bit extra penalties here?
We'll see, but you feel it, and there's a lot at stake for both teams. And you see how hard it is to create chances against this Argentina team. You know, they're showing their enormous resistance minute per minute. You know, and that's what it makes so hard. You know, to play against such a team, to create chances. So yes, I think there will not be many changes. But we will see.
Yes. Well, the fans are all set already. They haven't seen the most entertaining first half, but they are expecting some entertainment in the half-time show, which is coming up. A bit of a spectacle. Again, as we said, pre-match, this is what makes it.
Yeah.
হাফ টাইম হয়ে গেল, একটাও গোল দিতে পারলো না।
Black and white, the magical shed.
इसका बिहारी से सवालों से रूटीन से लेते हैं ब्रेक।
वो जीना भी है जीना जो एक्सट्रीम हीरो एक्सट्रीम लिव एक्सट्रीम
Yes? No. Football. Within Bundesliga, every move has a purpose. Every player has a role. And every pass has a destination.
Bundesliga coming soon, live and exclusive on United Sports Network and Z5.
Welcome back to New Jersey as Argentina are welcomed back into the sunshine here. Halfway through the 2026 World Cup final and still no goal. An event which prior to this has produced 22 goals in 7 games. And Mbappe got 4 here. Haaland got 4 on this round. This line of Sarah and Duffy after a finish. Vinicius Junior, Bellingham, Kane, even Neymar scored on this round. Ishmael Sarr scored the first 37 days ago for Morocco against Brazil. Gonzalo Southgate. Simon Smith, how does that change?
You would imagine Argentina will come out and have a slightly different attitude, be more proactive, try and take the game on to stay get at the pitch. I'm not saying they're going to be over adventurous, because as you mentioned earlier, they've scored a lot of goals in late on in games, but interesting substitution this one.
Yeah, the Antoine Paredes is going to get introduced here for Argentina. He had begun each of the last 3 games for Lionel Scaloni. He's looking at the second half here, a hard-tackling midfield player from Boca Juniors, who has, as many of them in the Argentine side, have good experience in European football with Roma and Paris Saint-Germain, particularly Juventus as well. This is one of Scaloni's dependables, another leftover from 2022. He replaces Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, Paredes will adopt a slightly different position, I think, to Gonzalez, who pushed on more on the left. So I think slight tactical change by Villa.
So nothing to show on a blissfully beautiful day in New Jersey. Indeed, the United States of America has still to see a goal in the World Cup final. It was 0-0 in 1994. The World Cup Pasadena went all the way to a penalty shootout. And of course, this could end the same way. Martinelli is starting to draw very quickly. Oil Farmer's played it through and Romero tried for his foul. Well, that's close to being a giveaway. Indeed, it has come here to Alex Ryder. By a Maynard, and then shot too close to Martinez.
Well, that's keeping it over on the right-hand side of the box, but yeah, really poor. I'm not sure who he was aiming for there. 2 Spain players in the vicinity. Not quite the power this time from Bayern.
Martinez goes long again towards Alvarez. I believe it was Kubasi. Simon's clearance was reeled back in by Rodrigo Paul. That was Montreal. There's McAllister. Here's the ball again. Montreal. Messi. There's Paredes for the first time, as you indicated, between the 2 centre-halves. Conservative midfield player.
Yeah, he's a free kick specialist as well. I've been hoping to win some in that final third. I'm sure Lionel Messi had something to say in the half-time dressing room. He just not to get on the ball more.
Paredes, Montiel on the front foot. Porter's going to have to be quick here. He was just about quick enough. The expensive corner.
His 30s now, the ball, but got those legs moving. Timed it well.
Messi to take the call. McAllister right on the goalkeeper's toes. Alvarez inside the 6-yard box as well. Romero and Otamendi both involved. Messi to the near post, where it didn't get a flick, but it was held behind for a goal kick. Scaloni actually played the bulk of his career in Spain.
জিরোই হয়ে আছে
Deportivo La Coruña in the year 2000, but also for Racing Santander. That time in Italy and England as well. touchdown. Very early in the second half, Argentina are going to make yet another change here. We see Lautaro Martinez. That is still to be confirmed. Paredes. Substitute coming to the touchline for Argentina is actually Facundo Medina. Santiago left back. Inside is Alvarez. Santiago Fico. Paredes. Romero. Montiel was caught off the ball and gone by again the offender.
Quite put the brakes on the plane there.
Switch back by Ruiz. Smoothly taken by Lamar, who wheels ahead. Martinez sat down again. Garcia, Rodri has gone down in the centre circle of the ball. It's a little bit of a pity start to the second half.
There's a bit of tension building between the two teams. Whoa!
Almost hit the turf. And the referee has dipped into his pocket.
Well, there's a nudge in the back and goes down quite softly here.
Paredes getting very tight. And a long way from the ball. And it's just his name that has been taken.
He's making his mark early on in the second half since coming on Paredes.
Laporte. To Correa. Ruiz. Rodri. Rodri going direct. Ultimately, wily and experienced. He's there to judge it. One great clearance from Martinez. Oh my word, couldn't find a route around Romero.
Haven't been able to get Olmo involved as much as they have previously in this tournament. Spain looking to keep playing, finding space, being able to turn towards goal, looking for the Arthur or any other teammate. They dealt with him well, Argentina. On Rodri that gave the foul away, but that's what earned the yellow card.
Take the fence from half-time stop. Martial's gone over with his very stop-start. To Paul. Alvarez. Missed up Lamar all the way back by Porro.
You do sense that a stop-start game will suit Argentina more than it will Spain. They can deny Spain that attacking rhythm. Well, see that as a big plus.
Barcy, this poised teenager. Porro, that's a really excellent ball. Ruiz, Olmo, Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal didn't get it back from Fabian Ruiz. First real glimpse of Spain at their smoothest.
Yeah, and Argentina stretched a little bit. Otamendi with the final clearance, give it as well.
Rodri, here comes Porro from full-back. Ramal. Hit the turf and is carried away by Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo Paul took away and tackled. Messi had to help out. Alvarez in a collision on the halfway line. With Iberian pull-up.
He hasn't had much to go up. Would have thought about, but chance here for the centre forward. Half a chance perhaps. Otamendi just ever so well. Instead of trying to shoot, he's trying to play his teammates. Fabian Ruiz without the ball.
Through by Kubasi. This is Danny Olmo. Cucurella was approaching it. And it was nicked off his toe at the last by Montiel.
Yeah. Danny Olmo now finding a little bit of space that he hasn't been able to. Montiel was well pleased with this.
Last gasp. Every lad from Montiel, and that is Argentina in a nutshell. They leave nothing behind. Arnold looking as short with Lamar. Morota hoisted in. The all-night merit report. Here comes eventually an Argentine change, not the original one that was indicated. Gonzalo Montiel's last touch of the game was a very important touch. He has been interchangeable. So a large degree of rightful back with Noel Molina and the Atletico Madrid player will replace him now.
Argentina's approach or effectiveness going forward.
Rodri. Olmo. Ramal. Luis. Rodri. Dani Olmo. Pedro Porro. Foul contact and what a free kick.
Decent position. More than decent. A man. Comes out to bet that.
There is more than one accomplished Spanish dead ball expert who would put their hand up here. Lamar, you would expect to be at the front of the queue. Mikel Oyarzabal is alongside him. And Spina is part of the committee. Oops. Snell. The refs had a moment with his spray. One of those three, Final Lamar Oyarzabal. Line up over it. Lamine Yamal into the wall. It's come to Pina. His cross was well intercepted. Back comes the ball.
That's going to be the end of that one. Argentina fans trying to get behind the team. They haven't had much to shout about.
So double change. There won't be a sixth World Cup goal in this competition for Mikel Oyarzabal. And he is joined on the long trot off by Fabian Ruiz, who was replaced not for the first time by Pedri. Pedri began the first 5 games of the competition and is ending the last 3. Ferran Torres also into the action, a man who scored goals at Euro 2020, but it's not the last World Cup, scored at Euro 2024 as well. How he would love to add to that collection now.
As long as Argentina can stay in this, I don't think Scotland will be over keen to make substitutions.
Lamar goes over and receives nothing by way of sympathy.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Not enough in it.
Goes away, Messi. Passes ball came to Pina. Winston Paredes.
Those nods for Argentina. They've certainly got a change, and you would expect them to the longer this game goes on.
And they're away as far as I know. Here for the first time is Pedri, lovely ball user. Cucurella. Pina. Molina tight. Cucurella. Pedri allowed to go. Pedri. Oh! Martinez spilt. And played out a corner.
I think they've expected him to collect it. Just bounced up in front of Martinez, and I think it moved a bit as well. Dani Olmo, I think he did actually. Not an easy one.
And so a Lamine Yamal corner for Spain. An hour and more with nothing to show. Ever increasing jeopardy. Frey Gertz. Yamal flat to the near post, away from there by McAllister. Porro. Yamal flicks away behind for another corner. Torres.
এখন সুন্দর সুন্দর
It's an important one. The Spain players lurking behind.
Impact by Martinez has lost it. Morgan was battering for it.
25 মিনিট
Entry first to it, Aldo. For Correa. Line outside of him. Liner to lift it in. And reaching for Torres, but Tagliafico's taking no chances.
Yeah, you have Jamal behind him. The ball continues to go just the one way, and that's in Spain's favour.
Yamal away by McAllister. Down again by Porro. Yamal, he's got between a pair of them. Yamal Torres!
সেট করে দিল
Into the waiting arms of the Argentine goalkeeper.
Well, it's the best chance of the match. Quite some distance, this one, a lovely weak one. Torres gets a look behind it, but still no action. Looking at that little shot, more of a short shirt, 12 perhaps than a push.
And so we reach the hydration break in the second half. A quarter of the game remains, or perhaps more. It remains in the 2026 World Cup final. Argentina 0, Spain 0.
SUV lineups.
Something big, something wild, a new kind of play, a new breath. Look now.
Simeone playing the ball's position, a bit more energy, younger lad. Romero, though, that's the two first choice centre halves that have gone off. Lisandro Martinez. So they're being tested here, Argentina.
Simeone, of course, did start the semi-final against England. Argentina now have changed 3 of their starting back 4. Argentina are still to have a shot in this final, and indeed it is the first time in match 104 of this World Cup that any team has got to the second hydration break without a shot.
I think that says a fair bit about Spain's team structure, the defensive resilience, also though about the lack of adventure shown by Argentina. But his team do not give away goals lightly, they don't give away chances much either.
Hand touch. This is Molina with the throw. Number 7 of the Argentinian team who played club football in Spain with Atletico Madrid, where of course there is a vast Simeone influence. And Samov has just come on to further that. Alvarez. Maybe Molina. There is Simeone. Puts up a little bit more we could chew. Rodri couldn't keep it. The caster sprinted. Alvarez is on his way. Caster. Otamendi. Molina. Messi driving. Simeone. Now by Cucurella, Spain can counter here. Momentarily they have 4 on 4. Liner checks.
They've been keen to avoid that situation, Argentina. They getting caught short on the counter, but they did commit 1 or 2 more men in that attack than they have been.
Tolman. Well kept from it with wiry strength by Tagliafico. Alvarez. It's the same against France in the semi-final. There's always a covering Spanish player. Petri. Kubasi. Laval. On a different page for Ferran Torres. It's getting nervy now. It feels more and more like a one-moment final. When and where and for whom will that moment fall?
The Spain fans have been seeing their team dominate the ball really and be more threatening. They just fear that Argentina have got a claw biting up. Knockout punchbacks.
Well, Spain still do have a couple of aces up their sleeve. Nico Marino has proved to be the ultimate ace from the substitute bench in this competition. And he and Nico Williams who's been denied more into this competition by nagging injury. They are both going to get a chance here. Either and Olmo giving way. Strong challenge again by Perez. He's been a little wary, he is on the park. Entry gets it rolling. Kvasi.
আর 15 মিনিট
হ্যাঁ
Rodri.
ড্র এখন 0-0
ওই বল ওই করবে টাইমার করবে
Kvasi.
ওইটা যদি না পারে তাহলে আধ ঘন্টা খেলতে দেবে 30 মিনিট খেলতে দেবে
Good for Marino.
কিন্তু গোল করতে পারছে না।
না
Rodri.
চার দিকে হবে
হুম
Pedri.
ব্যবহার করতে হবে
Cucurella.
বুঝতে তো বেশ পারছি না
Ferran Torres.
যদি
Cucurella.
ভগবান ভগবান
হুম
Pedri.
ওফ
Martinez is behind it again.
Yeah, just shot off balance a little bit as he went to shot
Oh,
that
oh,
Reggie,
yeah.
but there's more creativity in these
Oh,
areas.
yeah,
than
that
Mourinho
is-
is.
হ্যাঁ গোল হলে মানে মারাত্মক
Rodri again. Pedri.
আমাদের গোল করবো জান্নাতে
Lamine Yamal away from Tagliafico. Ferran Torres. Yamal, that's smart. The last pullback. Getting across to Argentina was become.
Be so careful when Yamal gets in that penalty area.
Kvasi. Martinez. It's still alive. Williams. Corner.
And again, Martinez can't hold it. There's plenty behind him. Walk it through.
And you've got Loro to Blasi to score the first goal of the World Cup final. And Martinez took to it, but he didn't. Williams to fly in, this is gone. Spain are going to not go this. Williams again. No contact.
He's attempting ball in that. Kvasi just got called underneath.
Well, this is the point in the game where Argentina have tended to come to life. So many of their goals in this competition inside the last quarter of an hour.
Conscious at the side at the moment though.
Martinez now had to make 7 saves in the game here. France today had to make more than 4 in a single game. Cucurella, Williams, Pedri, Kvasi, Porro, Lamal, nice, Porro. Ticking up towards 80 minutes. in the final of the 23rd World Cup. 16 years since Spain won it for the one and only time. Argentina clinging to it. On by Pedri, taken up by Porro. Tagliafico got between ball and goal, and Spain on the corner.
Almost as if Argentina are just trying to get to 90 minutes. Looking towards extra time. This is precious little ambition at the moment.
Williams, Pedri, Williams, and that port was flying in. Martinez got them in a hurry, took away from watch that back to SUMAN. Simeone clashed with the centre half, and was asked to be calm.
On the ball though, to get to the byline, he doesn't get a clear contact on it at the port, thanks to the challenge. If he had have done, that would have been a lot more difficult for Martinez.
Rossi, Ramal, Marino, Rodri, Spain making all the running here. Porro, Pedri, Correa, Williams. Pedri,
There's no difference, Pedri seems coming on.
step touch from Marino, that comes with Callister. Foul by Rodri. And I think there is a booking here for Enzo Fernandez for what must have been interpreted as dramatics.
Otherwise known as diving, perhaps. With a decent view. It's the descent afterwards.
There's got to be a moment, there's got to be a winner. Remember again that America has never seen a goal yet in a World Cup final. 1994, the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, 0-0 all the way to a shootout. And show over the bar and all of that. By Laporte, nicked on here for Ferran Torres, gathered by Marino, nicked out right for the Mal, Porro, Williams took himself, the referee wasn't interested, here's Messi. President engrossed, the world engrossed. He may, like all of us, be required to consume extra time. Ramal, Ferran Torres, it's a Spanish throw.
Argentina just been unwilling to go toe-to-toe with this Spain team. Maybe feeling that if they did that, they get soundly beaten. So the game plan, if this is it, has worked so far.
Rodri, yesterday's third playoff. Must be wondering if these are two different sports. 10 goals in, not one yet here. Got 5 minutes to play. Williams. Williams has it stolen by Molina. We've come past the latest a goal has ever been scored to win a World Cup final without extra time. Andy Bremer for Germany against Argentina in 1990 scored the winner in the 85th minute.
Much momentum tells us it's been one-way traffic. Marcelo Martinez hasn't come off the bench. Tells you it's got on his tactics, I think. Try and see it through now. 2 extra time.
Lamar, Rodri, Marino, Ferran Torres! Still low.
Always a difficult attempt that. Worth a swing in the right route, but as it bounces up, it's hard to swivel and get a clean connection. Also been on target.
Previous World Cup finals have required extra time. The last one did. So only had to suffer it. Indeed, 4 of the last 5 have required extra time. And this one is ticking ever closer to extra time. But there remains time. Pedri, Lamar, Laporte. Pedri, Williams, Cucurella, Rodri, Williams, Rodri, Kubasi, Marino, right again from Porro, Lamal, Rodri, Nico Williams, the 89th minute, Logan past Molina.
There's been a real defiance about Argentina's defending to restrict Spain the way they have. Best chance I think they've conceded will be that Ferran Torres header.
Laporte, Kubasi, this could open up for Rodri. Far time. Spain, of course, from when they won it in South Africa 16 years ago, themselves required extra time, deep into the Johannesburg night before Jose Iniesta came up with his moment. Then for Vicente Del Bosque. I don't know whether if these Spanish supporters were there on that famous occasion, who knows? Marino, Pedri, Molina, Messi, Cucurella outside. There are many of the class of 2010. The ones who lifted it, the class of Casillas, Ramos and Piqué and Puyol and Busquets and Alonso, Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah, you saw the expression from the Spanish veterans there. It's been not an easy watch, this one.
Truth be told, more was their final. And they won it. And we're into 4 minutes of stoppage time here. This will be, if it ends this way, the third of the last 5 finals, 3-0 after 90 minutes. There's so much on it, that's the truth. There's everything on it. This is it. Messi, Simeone. Messi straight down, walks away from the scene of the crime.
It looked to me, first viewing, that Messi's just run into Laporte and Laporte held his ground. I think there's anything malicious in it.
Well, he's got a free kick out of it. Let's do it on Messi. And this would be the ultimate execution of Argentina's game plan if they were to steal it this late in the day. Their support comes to life. Effervescently colourful. A glorious soundtrack to the event. Messi goes wide for Simeone. Messi again. Fernandes. Lionel Messi couldn't tiptoe through. Looking at by Medina. Simeone across goal and Simon control on it. And getting rid of it in a hurry. Porro. It's cut to Williams. Who's going to hit Harry Martinez? Oh, that's a factory shot halfway as well. Enzo Fernandez went through it. Enzo Fernandez is walking.
There's no waving your hands. You've got to get off, no matter what. Anybody thinks it looked light. It looked a little vindictive. Interested to see the viewpoint. Trying to get there. And he's not far off. Getting the ball. It's not a cynical challenge, but the way Kabasi goes up and over, it looks bad. But you'd say enough to a bucket.
And Enzo Fernandez here becomes the 6th player to be sent off in a World Cup final. Indeed, the 3rd Argentinian player after Pedro Monzon and Gustavo Dizzotti in 1990. Correa, I think, has risked the ire of the referee too, possibly by covering his mouth in a confrontation. This was the referee actually who sent off Piero Incapié for covering his mouth while talking to an opponent, an Ecuadorian defender earlier in the tournament. Well, here there is still the potential for VAR involvement here. Enzo Fernandez will be hard to console.
लाल कार्ड देके देंगे.
Here is the moment Correa goes to Messi. Messi indicates possibly that he said something behind that hand.
Well, it's been a defiant rear guard action, but it's going to be incredibly hard now. If he does go to extra time.
Goodbye.
They did so then against 10 men after Johnny Heitinger was sent off for the Netherlands. Rodri. Williams. Correa. Pedri. Rodri. Lamine Yamal again to tease Tagliafico right at the end of it all. No way past him. Alvarez away, Correa onto it. Sifting up to Ferran Torres, who's gone over. In position, A1, in the final seconds of the World Cup final.
Well, making tackles like that burns his game. But he's conceded one in a really dangerous area. That's loose. Really is at this stage.
He's on a yellow card too. This may be the last kick before extra time. It may be the last kick, full stop.
Well, somebody can write themselves into the history books here if they took this away.
Put yourself now in the boots of Pedro Porro. Put yourself in the boots of Lamine Yamal. The whole world is watching. One moment, one kick off the ball. Overseen by those who went before them. As the sun beats down in New Jersey.
Yamal hit the wall in his last attempt. Will he have another go? That's back a little bit.
Lamine Yamal! Oh, what a save!
Football girl.
Safe.
Quiet journey and turn him behind for a corner.
We don't use his half of the goal. Nevertheless, it's the best save he's made so far.
Pedri, Williams, England Kubasi, the final whistle. Only it is not the final whistle. It is
এবার কি হয় দেখা যাক টাই ব্রেকার হবে নাকি আধ ঘন্টা খেলতে দেবে আবার
match saving stop for Argentina from the brilliant maverick goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez.
It's easy to edge to your right if you're Martinez, but he doesn't get fooled. He sees it coming all the way in fairness, but yeah, he's just carrying it in this World Cup final.
The moment of the match so far was the last moment of the match so far. And we head, as 4 years ago, to extra time in the World Cup final. It remains Spain 0, Argentina 0.
শূন্য ভালোই খেলা হলো হাজার
রবিবার মিলবে কতটায়
কি খেলা হয় দেখা যাক
As you were, I think, just defending for their lives, even less ambition going forward. Did they make a change? Well, they put Lautaro Martinez's fresh legs just to chase the balls, to try and get them up the pitch. But you only see it as being one-way traffic again for the next half an hour.
Messi inspires. He went through this Sale in December of 2022. 2014 final into extra time as well. Argentina were beaten by Germany. Mario Johnson, 113 minutes, and the time before that it was Spain. The Iniesta goal against the Netherlands, 116 minutes. Now both American World Cup finals have reached this stage goalless. 1994, Brazil 0, Italy 0. That one went all the way to penalties. This competition, 5 periods of extra time in the last 32, of which 3 went to penalties. 1 period of extra time in the last 16, Switzerland against Colombia went to penalties. And 2 further periods of extra time in the quarter-finals. Bellingham scored for England against Norway in Miami, and indeed Argentina's victory, they scored twice in the extra period against Switzerland. So in all, of the previous 103 games in this competition have required extra time, while none of those across the knockout games, so 8 periods of extra time were required. 4 of those were decisive, and 4 went to penalties. For Spain to just keep on going is surely much easier said than done, because they must feel as players that they have thrown everything at it that they possibly can.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they've got to the byline in the last 15 minutes than they had for the majority of the game, but precious few chances created. Just got to keep plugging away. That's all you can do. Keep the faith, keep believing.
The 14th time that Argentina have gone into extra time in the whole history of the World Cup, the most of any team in tournament history. They have prevailed in 11 of the previous 13. The goalkeeper, William Martinez, has made 10 saves. That is the most by any keeper in any World Cup final. So Spain need to keep on pressing here against the 10 men of Argentina. Argentina is most cussed of football nations, that refuses to accept when it's beaten, and is right up against it now. Rodri. Williams faced by Molina, supported by Cucurella, who sees so much of the ball. Pedri, Cucurella, Williams, Kubasi, Lamal, Porro, Lamal, Porro, Ferran Torres surrounded by 3. Porro wasn't giving way. Talifico has a free kick.
He's just lost his balance in the arms. Come on, give him the benefit. There's something to admire in how dogged they have been, Argentina. They will not give way.
because of him.
Yeah, the best of the saves he's made. Will he be called upon to make many more? Got them up off their chairs.
Sifting through here for Ferran Torres. Torres, Lamar couldn't bring it with him. Tagliafico troubles it out. Then loses it to Lamar. Petri Williams on Martinez again. Eyeball to eyeball. Out comes McAllister.
I don't know how much of a touch he got on it, Nico Williams. He feels it's a chance for Petri with a little dink. Oh, he virtually gets nothing on it. Doesn't change the direction.
Argentina are clinging on a little more.
Solid connection here, and you think Martinez is out of the game. No, he did get a touch. He does, he's trying to feed it into that far corner.
Remember a save from Colin Maloney in Qatar, which changed it all. Some say he won the last World Cup final, he might just win this one.
Look at that, incredible to see though, those Euros up against Argentina. Who would have forecast that?
Toro. Spread by Rodri, nudged down towards Marino, who really capitalised. Whenever Argentina dare to have the ball, Spain swarm.